the notebook's used for is going to be hard for you. Okay, it's hard for younger kids to understand, but it's really important, in my opinion, to drive home early. So at the top, and I can help you write this if you want me to. Do you want me to write it, or do you want to write it?
I can write it.
Okay, so what you're going to write at the top, it'll be CTG. Awesome. And then this word's a little big, CTG productivity. Okay? So, do you want me to write it, or you?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you know what productivity is? So productivity is like when you do something in a day and it makes you better at something. Do you have TikTok? Okay, that's good. Do you watch TV?
Yeah.
Okay, so an example of a TV show would be something that's normally not productive. It's like a source of entertainment, which is okay, but you're not getting much out of it. Does that make sense? So like what you're doing right now, would that be considered productive?
No.
Okay, yes it would, because are you getting better at basketball? Yes, and that's the whole reason you're here. So what I have my kids do, and this will be hard for you, but normally each day they'll write if they did something productive. Okay, and as a kid, I know it's really early for you, but you'll see if you did something that day to get better. And it can be anything. Like hanging out with friends is considered productive because you're getting better at being social interactions, which is really good for us. But anything you do that day is productive, we'd write down on that day. So today is November 15th. So I'm gonna write down November 15th, and under it, I'll just say CTG workout, okay? Did you do anything before this, Tatum?
You went to church.
That's very productive. I'm gonna write that down. Church. Anything else between church and?
Played down.
That is awesome. That's a good one. So like that kind of stuff, we'd write down, okay? But now this is when we get to the good stuff, okay? So now I'm gonna write down goal, okay? What are your goals as a basketball player? Do you know?
I don't know.
What do you want out of basketball? What do you want?
Like what do you want in the future? Do you wanna play high school basketball on varsity? Yeah? Do you wanna play college basketball? Do you wanna play in the WNBA? That's totally okay if you haven't thought that far. Okay, so college and high school basketball, that's really good. So I'm gonna put down play high school and college basketball. That's a great goal. Okay, now under this, I'm gonna write plan, okay? How many hours a week do you think you should spend on basketball if you wanna play high school and college basketball one day? And this, I would put a little bit of thought into this because I want it to be realistic to where you can actually do it. You don't just write down a plan and then, not do it. Like I'll have some kids say like 14 hours and I'm like, there's no way you'll do that. So if you come here once a week, that'd be an hour already. Do you do anything throughout the week like for YMCA right now? So I think a good goal for you then would just be 2 hours a week right now. Does that sound good? So if you're spending 1 hour here, then it'd be, you have 6 days to do an hour or something else. And a lot of things I'll show you, Tatum, is stuff you can work on by yourself. Make sense? So I'll put down 2 hours a week, and obviously you'll ramp that up as you get older. So under plan, now this one is really important, and I'm gonna write down weaknesses. So I don't know you as a player yet, but what would you say you're worst at as a basketball player? Dribbling. Okay, that's really good. Anything else? You're good? So we'll just stick with dribbling for now, and we think of more, we'll write it down. But that helps me, because then I can personalize your workouts more, so we'll do more dribbling now. Make sense? Because what we want to do, Tatum, is make our weaknesses our strengths, but then whatever you're really good at, we call that your superpower. So that's what you'll do the most. So what are you best at as a player, you think? Are you good at shooting? Passing? Defense. So like defense could be your superpower. Make sense? Under weaknesses, then what we got after that? That'll be good for right now. And then after each workout, Tatum, we'll do a little learn section. And then all the drills that you liked or things I said over and over, we'd write that down. Sound good?